It's 8 o'clock. Of course, again, can't get started before 8. Last night was pretty brutal. Wind was high. I had lots of condensation inside my tent, and sleeping bag got wet. I was cold. Lots of frost this morning on my tent. I had to get it all off, so it took a while to get it all wrapped up. Despite all of that, it wasn't that bad. So, got breakfast, got everything cleaned up, ready to go. I'm kind of excited about this morning because of the mountain that I'm going to cross. I forget the name of it, or I can't remember the name. It stated that it had a dense spruce forest in it, so that's going to be cool. I'm going to go over that. I'm going to try to do anywhere from 15 to 20 today. I'm going to try to camp at a lower elevation, simply because there were frost warnings last night and it frosted and it got very cold, and there's frost warnings again tonight as well. So I don't want to spend too much time in the cold. So we're going to try to go to a lower elevation where it's supposed to be about 35 degrees. So off I go. Okay, I'm getting close to Unaka Mountain. I know I'm mispronouncing it, but it's supposed to have a dense spruce forest, and I'm creeping up on it now. I guess I got about less than a mile to go, but there are spruce trees cropping up every so often, and I thought you might like a little glimpse of the trail this morning. It's all uphill and it's rough, so that's it. I'll catch you later. Okay, I'm almost to the summit of this mountain, and this is the spruce forest, and it's pretty cool. And it just gets thicker and thicker, and I'm about 0.2 away from the summit. I don't know what the summit's going to be like. It's probably going to be tree covered, but this is pretty cool. Look at that spruce tree right over there in the sunshine. It's a big old one. Okay, I'll take another video and some pictures. This is a great little stealth campsite with a little fireplace here, right amongst all these spruce trees. Just beautiful. Okay, it's about 11:40. If you can see straight through the trees right in the middle of the screen, there's a mountaintop that's covered with birch trees. I just came over that this morning, and did a lot of videos up there. I just wanted to show you from this perspective. So it was very pretty in there. It's so cool. A lot of cool campsites. Real cold and up there because of the birch trees keeping it the sun from coming in. And man, when the wind blew, you could hear the wind whisper through the trees. It was really pretty. So talk to you later. This is just some cool rock formation that's along the trail. I thought I'd take a video. Alright, talk to you later. Okay, I'm up here on top of Little Rocky Knob Vista, and just look at it. It's beautiful. Came over that this morning, right over there. All that. Look down there in the valley. It's beautiful. All right, time to move on. Okay, just to the left, there's a bald. In the middle of the screen, there's a bald, and then to the right, there's a bald. I'm gonna head to Carvers Gap tonight, and I'm gonna go over the top of all three of those tomorrow when I leave out for Elk Park. I'm pushing hard today to get to Carvers Gap, so I only have 14 to do tomorrow, and I can make the post office before it closes. So catch you down the trail. Okay, I'm back in the spruce forest. Really cool. I'm heading up to Unaka Mountain shelter, I think it is. It's the highest shelter on the AT, and I'm not going to stay there because it's supposed to really get cold up here tonight. So I'm going to go down to Carvers Gap and find a stealth site down there. It's about 800-900 feet lower, so it'll be a little more warmer. I don't have the gear to deal with that temperature below 30. So I'll take a picture of the shelter when I go by it, but I just wanted you to see this. It's so cold up here right now, ice is forming. I gotta get past this shelter and get down before it gets too dark. It's 5:30 now, and I still got 2.5 miles to go. Okay, I'm up here at Cloudland Hostel location. There used to be like a huge hotel up here, and this was the view from up there. So no longer exists. So I just passed Rome High Knob shelter. It was like a 1/4 mile up into the woods, and I need to get down. It's really cold up here, and the trail's a little icy because of it. So I missed a vista too. I couldn't find it, but I did get the picture of the hotel site. So all right, onward to the campsite. It's only about 1.5 miles, I think, now. So see you there. Thought I'd give you a shot of the trail. It's a rough trail. This trail all the way up this mountain's been rough. It's been nothing but rocks and boulders and big steps. So I thought I'd give you a shot at it. Just thought you might want to look at the spruce forest. It's real pretty. Okay, do my ending report for today, or my ending view of the day. Started up here at Beauty Spot Gap. Very pretty. Started off with the sunrise, which was through the trees. And then I packed up, and packing up was difficult because everything was covered with frost, and the sleeping bag was wet, and it was, I didn't get off until 8 o'clock, but I got up at 5, and I had to get all the frost off my tent. So made this ascent up to this hill to this mountain, Unaka, I guess, mountain. Had a dense spruce forest on it. It was really cool. I took a ton of video and a ton of pictures. Lots of stealth campsites, lots of pretty little spruce trees, and a lot of dense spruce forest to walk through. Then went down to Low Gap Shelter and crossed a lot of little footbridges on the way down. Just tons of them. They were everywhere. And lots of water. Past this Cherry Gap Shelter. Came on down to Little Bald Knob. I took some pictures up there, along there, and there was a bunch of streams here. Came down to Iron Mountain Gap and went through this campsite here. This was a pretty campsite. Rock pile. Went past that. I think I took a picture of that. Greasy Gap Hostel. Went on past that trail there. That's just a hostel that's along the trail. And kept on going down here to Little Knob, Rock Knob View. I took a lot of pictures there and took a video there as well. Really cool, very pretty. Kept on going down to here to Hughes Gap. Now I was going to camp here at Hughes Gap until I realized that it just I put me way behind on my mileage for tomorrow, and I wouldn't make the post office. So, and the elevation was 4,400, so which would have been perfect for the weather. But I kept on going, and I made this ascent all the way up to Ash Gap. Now, Ash Gap was very pretty meadow. I took some pictures of Ash Gap as well. It is very, very pretty. And then I came up, kept on going up the mountain, and I was going to go to Roan High Knob Shelter, take a picture there. And this trail coming up from Hughes Gap was rough, really tough to get to climb. It was a tough climb all the way up to here, and then I dropped down. I didn't take a picture of this because it was really far off the trail. I missed a couple of vistas that were up here too. I don't know where they were. There was some hotel up here that I took a picture of. What was the name of the thing? It was way back in the 50s. It was a big hotel up there, and it burned down, or it just doesn't exist anymore. Came down and went across a bunch of cool footbridges, and I'm here at Carvers Gap in Tennessee, spending the night at the parking lot right here. I'm hoping I don't get in trouble by the forest officials for doing this. I don't know if I can even camp here or not, but I'm camping here. So that's where I'm at. It was a big day for me. 26.3, the longest day I've had so far, and the hardest day I've had. The trail was really rough coming up from Hughes Gap all the way to here. So tomorrow I'll be going over several balds tomorrow. You can see the round bald, then Jane's bald, and then there's a side trail to a grassy ridge bald. You can see all these are going to be really good. And then there's Yellow Mountain Gap. It's got a pretty view at it. And there's Little Hump Mountain Clearing. I'll go through, and you can see all these are ascents and descents, and then back up again and back down and back up again, and then one big drop all the way down to Elk Park, where I need to go in and pick up a package. So I'm hoping that's going to be 14 miles, and I'm hoping to get there just a little bit after 1 or 2, and I can make the 2.4 mile run into Elk Park and pick up the package. So that's what my plan is for tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes.